What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
Hello!
Heavy Metal Minivan, episode number 8. This one is super special because not only do we have our resident metalhead Jeremy DeWitt, our resident fathead Pete McCarthy, but we have two special guests. Count them, 1, 2. Nate Strong, Ben Talmadge in the back.
What up?
We are on our way to a trip that we do every year out to New Jersey, the armpit of the East Coast, and so we
great because we come from the armpit of Michigan.
We do, or the crotch, if you will. So we've invited them.
Old man crotch. The straightest of Michigan.
The layout is going to be a smidge different. Instead of 3 and 3, we're going to do 2, 2, 2, and 2. So we're going to start out. People are struggling a little bit, so I'm going to start off with my first song. And we were actually discussing some things on the way down here yesterday. And we were talking about covers that bands did and made them famous. Did it make them or break them? Was it a good choice, a bad choice?
What does break them mean?
Right, yeah, we discussed, because I was thinking break them like destroy them. He was saying break them like break them out into the world.
Yeah.
So we clarified that. But this song, I absolutely love. I didn't know it was a cover when it came out. And that's a little bit embarrassing because I'm on a show called Heavy Metal Minivan. So I think the guys in the vehicle already know.
We have never in this show said that we are professional or anything. If people know who we are, they think we're going to be professional. You are mistaken.
So Kill Switch Engage, one of my favorites. We've talked about it. Holy Diver. This song, I'm like, this song is great. A buddy of mine goes, ooh, little Dio, huh? And I'm like, a little what-oh? Yeah, so kicking off episode 8 correct. Of course, Howard in Kill Switch at this point.
Yes. Great video, too.
Oh, so much fun.
I like the change with the drums there. Adds some flavor, beyond the original.
Nice little lick there.
Yeah.
Just rip it up,
Now he's got a great voice.
Oh, yeah. Couple of different drum changes.
Yeah.
Everyone good. Right here. Another slows it down again. Then throws the double bass in on top of it.
Taking some liberties with the guitar parts. I love it.
I'm gonna lay this little beat in the background. You do your thing, man.
Yeah. You know any blues?
Doubles the tempo here in a second.
Yeah.
Well, I know Kyle and Jason are flying, so Brett must be flying too.
I think Brett might be riding with Scott.
Man, just scream riding underneath there.
Obviously, going back listening to Dio, I had heard this.
Sorry, okay.
Going back listening to it, I had heard the song, of course, before.
Yes.
Absolutely iconic riff. course, the classic fade out.
Yes. And a drum fill spanning the entire kit.
Beat every one of those toms like they stole his money.
Yeah.
So
I dig that version. They obviously love the song, and they you know, put a lot of love into it. Yeah. And there's a speed check ahead.
Right. You know, obviously paid homage, like you said. They liked it, so they did it justice, like Nate said. That's important. But I also, at the end of the day, I don't want to cover that just sounds like. So Weezer did that cover album, and it just sounded like
just sound like the song.
they just redid the song.
There's a part of me that loves that because they're doing it exactly how it was written. Because there are a lot of people who are like, that doesn't sound anything like it. You know, so then they nail it, but then they get ripped because it sounds exactly like it. And so you didn't take enough liberties,
right?
But I think they did the
nice
perfect
balance
in there.
So Jeremy, what do you have for us today?
Oh man! So I have. This is from a little band from the 80s, but when they got into the 90s, they did a little bit of a change-up. They did a vocal change-up, which is always pretty risky.
Right.
They wanted to apparently get a little heavier, and in changing the singer, it actually did do that.
So they actually changed singers? They didn't just change style of singing? It was a new singer?
They changed singers, but he had a different style. So,
okay.
He could sing. He came from Armored Saint. His name was John Bush.
Okay.
Phenomenal singer. Actually got asked to sing for Metallica.
Hold on. Cop, just act normal.
Okay.
Act natural. We're not doing anything.
I love drugs. Oh,
they're in my butt. All right.
So the band is Anthrax.
Oh.
Yes. They went from kind of, I would say Joey's vocals were a little more operatic, a little more smooth, whereas John Bush came in and gave it a little bit of that.
How did we get
fast.
to episode 8 without an Anthrax song?
There was other ones I wanted to get on there first. Right. So this was their big hit from that first album with John, and the song is called Only. Is there volume on that thing? Don't be scared.
Don't turn that. That's
I know.
the transmission.
I know. I'm fucking.
All of a sudden, we just wait.
Yep.
Commentary and singing is encouraged.
Yes.
Air guitar, so
Yeah. It still has an old school Anthrax feel, but once the vocals come in, you're like, which? Really?
It's a meaty little riff.
Fucking, you gotta give him credit. Probably Charlie, the drummer. The drummer like writes all the fucking songs, plays all the guitar parts, fucking does solos.
definitely 90s. Like, just they leaned hard into that.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That
Yep.
90s kind of grunge metal.
Yep. The times were changing and they were not scared.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Double bass, baby. Guitar fill, please.
Is that Scott or is that the other guy?
Probably the other guy, Danny at the time.
Was Scott in rhythm or lead guitar?
Rhythm.
Rhythm.
Yep.
Great goatee.
Always.
Can you imagine your father-in-law being Meatloaf?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
How cool is that? like you to be my dad. Neat.
Musical interlude. Danny spits out the guitar.
Is this a double copper up here? What's going on?
They knew we were going to do heavy metal minivan.
They did. That's the fourth cop in 11 minutes.
I love that you can always hear the bass in Anthrax.
That's canine do that.
I heard that I was going to have drugs in my butt.
That's one of the big differences between music today is you don't get those big musical interludes anymore.
No.
It's so important that everything's lyric driven in
Yeah.
a lot of genres
That pop format, man.
Yep.
Ooh, then the big outro. Number 5.
His car.
Number 5.
He's standing outside of his car with his lights on. Good tune, man.
There you go, man.
Good tune.
Some Anthrax.
Adding it to the playlist now.
That entire album is fucking awesome. They got a little more. They lean more into the alternative, like grungy shit in following albums.
But with you being a metalhead and then getting into the grunge hard, I'm not surprised that's on your list.
Right,
You know?
and hearing at that time, especially, like, because I was huge into Nirvana and stuff when it came out, like, and the Black Album, Metallica and stuff. So, like, I was more into the more modern, I guess, like, heavy stuff at the time, whereas everyone else was kind of like throwing that 80s flag, like 80s, no 80s. And so me, I didn't really enjoy Anthrax with the former singer, you know, at the time anyway. I absolutely think he's awesome now, and he deserves to be the guy in the band and everything.
Because that's who's with him currently, right?
Yeah,
He's their
Joey
original
came
lead
back.
singer.
Like,
Yeah.
he wasn't actually the very first singer. There was a singer on the first album that was different. I forget his name. But, yeah, from then on, it was all Joey and then John. And then they got Corey Taylor for a minute, but then they didn't. And then they got some other guy. And anyway, I don't know. He was in and out, and nobody knows what the fuck happened to him.
Corey Taylor's been on the show. Obviously, the front man of
Yes,
Slipknot.
yeah, he was a guest.
Yeah, and also Stone Sour. For those of you, what a lot of people don't know is Slipknot was actually the side project. He
Yeah.
did Slipknot
Yeah.
and then Stone Sour, and they thought, oh, he's got a side project. Well, no, he was actually with Stone Sour. The side project Slipknot actually kicked off. But no, Anthrax has kind of been a staple for as long as they've been around,
Yeah.
and they kind of stand the test of time.
And it's unfortunate that they never quite hit the peak that
Nope.
any of the other, like Slayer or Megadeth or
Right.
Metallica ever did, because they're fucking awesome musicians. But like, whatever, man, they keep putting out shit, and they I don't think they have to get day jobs yet. So
They had they had some sort of a tragedy, didn't they? A member die, or the brother of a member die.
oh, the brother of the bass player did die at some point.
But wasn't he
was, like,
involved in the
murdered.
band or something?
No, I don't think there was anything like that.
I watch my behind the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean, they were friends with, Cliff Burton from Metallica and stuff.
Right.
So,
That's why I love on the Metallica buying the music, Scott and Ian. Yeah, we called it Loser's Lunch because it was just bologna on hand because we couldn't afford white bread. You know?
Yes.
All right, Nate, what do you got for us?
Is this correct?
That's what I sent you.
Oh,
right.
okay, we'll go to Benny because we got it queued up.
Okay.
Oh,
Ben-
I'm sorry.
But it's okay. It don't matter.
Do it. All right, let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
Ben.
All right. We're gonna go back to 2007 on this one. This is a buddy of mine's band from high school. Still keep in touch with him. This is Still Remains. Stay Captive. And I love it.
I already like the keyboard stuff. I'm a fan of keyboard.
The keys are add a lot. So I knew a number of these guys from the local rock scene. They were all in a bunch of different bands.
Yeah.
Still in a band? They're still playing. He's got a couple of side projects going on. It's not his full-time gig anymore. They did that for a decade.
Not surprised. This has got some punk flair, Benjamin.
Yep, it definitely does.
Watchers and listeners, you'll learn later just how much Ben and I are punk. So,
But not just any kind of punk. Pop punk.
that's a punk drum there. I love that.
Having that element, but then with the keyboards is fun. It's got a great 80s feel to it.
I love their stuff. They just pulling the keys in too. They were doing it, on the cutting edge of that before all the other metal bands were coming in with the keys.
Yeah.
So they go heavier than this. This is one of their more accessible songs. This was released as a single on Roadrunner Records. Like they really hit the big time and got to live the dream there for a while. So proud of my dudes.
It's awesome. It's awesome, man. What's the name of the band again?
Still Remains.
I love that.
That's fun. That's very melodic death metal right there.
Right?
How many times do I gotta tell you, Jeremy? I love that. And a hi-hat, baby. Don't be afraid to loosen that thing up. Take your foot off the pedal. I want to
Have
hear
a
it.
hi-hat, use it.
Jeez. Yeah, had I known about these guys in 07, I would have been all in. This is right up my alley, man.
They're definitely worth going back to.
Oh, hell yeah.
Check them out.
Music is timeless, Pete.
First album is a little heavier, a little more of the hardcore screaming vocals, real like deep guttural stuff, but they got a little bit more melodic with the second album.
Great pick,
Great,
man.
yeah, fun stuff.
Thanks, my guys.
I love the personal tie to it too.
Yeah.
And that's always cool. You know what I mean? It's in our worlds, man. There's all these props for you see the people that make it. Like you go to my high school, and college and professional jerseys are up on the board. But you don't see there's no celebratory stuff for the people that make it as artists of really any kind. It's kind of sports and that's it. So to have a local somebody you know or that kind of that hometown hero make it is just super cool.
It's like how we were talking about knowing some of the guys from Pop Evil or whatever, but the shitty part is like, they don't really have great songs. But
see, I like Pop Evil, but then again, but I can see you sitting back and going, oh yeah, Pop Evil, they're a nice meaty fastball right down the middle of hard rock, and they're entertaining.
Well,
and
it's
they're
just
good
funny
looking, and they're this, and
because like I used to hang out with the bass player and stuff, and like just
the one with
knowing
really
the
long
bands
hair?
that he was like in these death metal bands and shit, and then he's like going 145. Anyway,
it's the butt rock.
Yes,
if you don't like the butt rock, then
but it works, you know. I can't. At one point,
it's
you would pick
one
your slow
second,
song though.
For 1 second, I had a 0.02% chance of being their second guitar player when they're one left. So
which one, Tony?
I would have fucking done it. So for sure.
So Tony, I graduated with Tony, the original guitarist or whatever.
Yeah.
And like he didn't have like the greatest childhood as far as like his experience in school. I don't know what was wrong with it, but like he had "fuck Hall" tattooed on his knuckles. And we're from Whitehall, so it said "fuck Hall," and then he leaves Pop Evil and fucking disappears. And only one of our teachers like knew where he was. His family didn't. And then he wrote a book, and he's an evangelical pastor now. Yeah. And he has the fuck word is all blacked out on his knuckles, but yeah, he just drugs and
rock and roll did it in, man.
It absolutely.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah. So
Nate,
Yo,
what you got, baby? You want
I'm
me
gonna bookend this segment. We started with Pete doing a cover of Dio. I'm going with the real man, the little man with the mighty voice, Ronnie James Dio, who supposedly is credited with being the first one to throw up the devil horns.
Yeah, the devil horns. Yep.
And if you flip his logo upside down, it spells devil.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's play a little Dio.
What song?
Did you pick a
We
song?
already did Holy Diver. We're going to do Last in Line.
Last in line.
Starts kind of slow, but fucking jams.
Nice, clean little guitar intro.
Who was on guitar? Was it Vivian? The guy who ended up going to
Def Leppard?
Def Leppard?
Very Zeppelin-y.
Yeah.
You find that groove immediately, you know?
Get ready, fuckers.
Classic voice, man. Fuck. Have you seen the stuff with him singing with Tenacious D, like in the studio? Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Oh, I can see Jack Black mimicking this. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Such a powerful voice from such a little dude. I like that bass line.
It's got that really great theatrical
Yes.
metal.
fucking Killswitch was doing during that solo, only back in the day.
Yeah.
So that's sexy. That was cool, Phil. Yes, bring it back. Yeah, I love how that bass line goes underneath that stuff.
Credited with the devil horns, but you listen to that song, and they're credited with so much more.
Yes.
You think of every song in that genre that was written after that, there's so much that comes back to what these guys were doing.
And a classic fade out.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful, great choice.
Yes.
Thank you.
Is
Back to
Dio a
the
big
roots.
one for you?
Yes,
Yes.
for sure. Back in the day, man.
Excellent. I never gave much listen to Dio. It wasn't on my radar other than the radio songs. So
I saw him once live.
yeah,
Yep. Great show.
that's all. How long? Like in the 80s or yeah?
80s, yeah.
Awesome.
He was in the mosh pit, and I was in diapers. So,
Yeah, you got to see that video because he sang on the Tenacious D. Well, he did for the movie.
the Pick of Destiny.
Yeah, and sang on a song on there. And yeah, they have him in the studio. It makes it look like he did it all in one take. He's like, I think I could do it, and they're like, no, it was perfect. Like that was it. You nailed it. So, Jack Black is just like, you know, he's sticky tipping it because he's just way
Right.
into it. You know. So, Peter.
Yes. Let me get onto the exit here.
Okay.
So, the next band that I've selected is one that I always thought their logo was super cool and their name was super cool, but I didn't actually listen until later in life, more recently, as a matter of fact. We're going through a toll booth right now.
Yeah.
So,
Stand by.
if you will,
just one moment, please.
Hello. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Oh, not too bad.
Let's go to our favorite heavy metal song.
1325.
I'm sorry.
We're currently recording an episode of Heavy Metal Minivan for our YouTube channel. Do you have any heavy metal songs you'd like us to include in our future miles?
I don't really know any.
That's fair enough.
Perfect.
We've got plenty stuck in our brains.
Yeah,
So,
well, good luck.
thank you.
Have a nice day.
You as well.
That lady couldn't have said eat shit in a nicer way.
I guarantee you,
Move on.
like hers is all like rap. Her playlists are all rap. Just
I don't know.
hardcore.
I
rap.
said some Doobie Brothers.
So,
Oh. The Dupes.
I love me some Doobie
I
Brothers.
love the Doobie Brothers, man.
Steely Dan and shit.
yeah.
like,
Use the left
yeah.
lane to keep left to merge onto I-80 East toward Youngstown.
So this is a little band called Hate Breed.
Oh yeah.
This song is called Serve Your Masters. Very traditional heavy metal and a great heavy metal voice. I just love Jamie Jasta. I just love how he sings, which, I mean, if you can call it singing, I guess. So. One of the most hardcore pits I've ever been in. I love that. The yell in the background, you know? You know, just chunky, man. Like, I'm not even sure. I think that's just open notes.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, he's like stretching his left hand at this point.
It's all about the groove, baby. Fucking Siri, man. Yeah, fucking Siri. We love you. Don't kill us if you become self-aware.
I
don't know if it started over or if it's still going.
No, it started over.
Okay.
It's only
wow,
a two
I was
and a-
like, that was perfect.
It's only a 2.5 minute song.
Okay.
So.
I was ready. You know, you could have played that whole song over again. I'd be like, yep.
Yeah.
No, that was fun.
It was good.
Some good,
That's a
some
little
good
just chunk, man.
Some good
Just
chunk.
Chunky.
Use the left 2 lanes to exit left onto I-80 East and State Route 11 North toward New York City.
New York City.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
All right. So I want to do that one. All right, that's what I'm going to do.
We're gonna do it.
Exit left.
All right. This you wouldn't normally associate with heavy metal, be grunge or whatever, Nirvana, but their first album, I gotta say, I think there's some metal songs on that album.
For about
And I'm gonna play this
7 miles,
song.
Continue straight.
The short little happy little ditty is called Negative Creep. complete on the show without a fucking classic fade out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling you about the comic I worked with that was writing for that satirical news site.
Yes.
Yeah, he did a great article about Chris Novoselic just legally changed his name to the other guy from Nirvana.
Very true.
Sounds like an onion article.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like Hard Knock or something. But yeah, same type of thing.
So Nirvana's first album, they were, I won't say pressured, but the stories are basically Sub Pop was a label that was a little more hard rock metal. So earlier bands that were on there would actually kind of put forth more of their rockin' stuff. So yeah, and of course we all know Teen Spirit was on the next album, and it was all poppy, grungy, tunes. But on this one,
I'd never heard that song before.
Yeah, it's a little more raw, and his voice is insane on some of this shit. So lots of wacky screaming and whatnot. Ben.
Ooh, I still need a minute.
Okay.
So, you got one picked out, Nate?
I do indeed.
All right.
All right, Nate.
Going old school again. 1970, off the album Paranoid. Black Sabbath's War Pig with the Prince of Darkness himself, Ozzy, on vocals.
So in 1970, he was 81 years old, right?
Have you heard Faith No More's version of this song? No. Oh, sir. Before this day is done, we shall.
Tommy Iommi?
Tommy Iommi.
What?
Tony Iommi.
Oh, what did I say? Tommy? Oh, sorry.
And Geezer Butler on the bass.
Yeah.
Bill Ward on the drums. And John Ozzy Osbourne. Singing lyrics that he never wrote.
Who's the lyric guy?
I think it was the bass player.
Iconic. Now that's Foot, right?
That's Foot, baby. Maybe.
Gathered in the masses, just like witches and black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction.
I mean, this dude wrote all the riffs, right?
Who?
Every riff since Tony Iommi has just been a ripoff of Tony Iommi.
Yeah, I can see that. Little razzle dazzle.
Oh yeah, right here. Drum fill.
Poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, yeah.
Interesting fills.
Yeah. Well, it's like all snare, all time. All snare, all time.
Yeah, they like kind of created this stuff. So like, they were just coming from rock and roll, blues and shit.
Definitely a blues vibe.
Yeah. Do I hear a tambourine? There's a tambourine in there. You can hear one of the guitars fuck up soon. I don't remember where. Might be right here. Nope, not yet. He will later. doubled the lead.
Sabbath only had one guitarist, right?
Yeah, there's 2 solos going. He just overdubbed himself.
So he just picks one of them live and plays it?
Yep. Oh, we got a phone call. Back to the rock. And of course, the bass is all over the fucking place.
Yeah, I never really paid attention to the bass on this song.
It's insane, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
Geezer is nuts, man. He's just all over.
I mean, the whole song is basically a bass solo going on in the
Yes,
background.
right. It's like the guitar is the simplest part in the whole song.
Now in darkness, world stops turning.
Rebel strips, added value.
Ashes where the
Tingles my
body's
satchel.
burning. No more war pigs have the power. And as God has struck the hour, day of judgment, God is calling. On the knees, the war pigs crawling.
I love that little hanger.
For the sins. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh Lord,
We're in
The
Pennsylvania.
guitars were so big, like,
Yeah.
it holds up.
Yes.
This might be my favorite part of the song.
Dude,
I just,
every riff, everything is so like catchy and singable and simple and great.
everybody do whatever you want.
Yep. It's just cool. You got one guitar over there, one over here, and you're like, what's he doing in that one? What's he doing in that one?
Yeah, I love a good hard pan,
Yep.
double guitar production on a song.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
There you have it.
Nice.
Fucking classic, man. Great choice. And you know, I don't think like they get a lot of credit for like basically, I don't know, creating metal or whatever. There's debates, but you know, basically creating what we know as metal today. What has evolved from it. But like I feel like their musicianship doesn't get enough love in a way. Like, is Ozzy the best singer in the world? No, but like he had a high voice and he hit all the shit, and I mean, like the drums, super fun. They're like jazzy and all over the place.
Yeah,
The
I was
bass
gonna
is
say
fucking
jazz,
soloing the whole goddamn song. And then the guitars are just fucking lots of fun.
Well, and it all works.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like I said, like it holds up.
The fact that you are like, you know, I never noticed the bass doing that before. I mean, it's just a fucking great song.
Yeah.
But when you sit down and you're like listening, you're like, oh shit, like there is some stuff under there.
Yeah. No, you'll never not hear it.
Right. Oh, some of my favorite stuff. I love production stuff.
Well, you know, honestly, that's what I love about Spotify is a lot of this music. I was listening to it on the radio, so you're hearing it like super compressed.
Yep.
You know, shitty signal. You're lucky to get stereo. You know, and so listening to it in you know, high quality, and then especially when they've gone back and remixed and remastered a lot of these these classics.
I may or may not have listened to that quite a bit with headphones on after allegedly partaking in some.
Dude, the best way to listen to music is with your eyes fucking shut, a killer buzz on, and fucking headphones on.
Yep.
Amen.
You can hear all the fun stuff and just get lost in it. It's fucking great. I never heard that fucking tambourine in that fucking song. Well, there it is. Now you'll never not hear it.
All right, bring us home, Ben.
Grand
All right.
finale.
We can't mention Nirvana's Metal Roots without mentioning Dave Grohl,
Yeah.
who has a lot of that metal influence from his previous bands, and he still throws that in on his albums. So this is a track called White Limo off of the Wasting Light album.
Play.
With Lenny, right?
This was a great album, though. They recorded it 100% to analog tape.
Oh, nice.
And did it in Dave's garage.
Is Lenny from Motorhead in this song, though, or no?
I don't
think it's not the song.
think so, but maybe. Dave Grohl, you're wrong.
Right.
You just,
There's only two schools of thought.
sorry. Like you're wrong.
You read his book?
Not yet. No, I haven't. But I haven't read it yet.
There's nothing he can't do. Like, oh, hey, do you guys see Dave Grohl's new cooking show? It's amazing. Like, it's just, you know.
He's the Snoop Dogg of the rock world.
Yeah.
Saw them on this tour, and they opened the show with this song, and it was just like,
Melt your face off.
oh my god, it was amazing.
Have they gotten a new drummer?
Yeah. Yep.
Josh Freese.
What?
Josh Freese.
From
Basically, he's I know he's been in bands like Perfect Circle or something like that, but like he did stuff with Suicidal Tendencies. But like, really, he's played with everybody. Everybody.
strong finish.
Yeah, that's very, very grungy, very fucking rocky, man. It's good to hear because, like, I kind of fell off the Foo Fighters train. Like, I love Dave Grohl, and I fucking love those first 2 albums a lot.
Yep.
But I didn't really like the stuff after
Learn
that.
to Fly. You kinda
Yeah,
lost
like,
it,
I just kind of really didn't go all the way. Like that first album, I fucking know it front to back, love it like
Yep.
no other. And there were elements of that song there that reminded me of
Yeah.
that, like just like the distorted vocals and the screaming, and
Always in the video.
just tons of fun.
Yeah, I love that they just kind of forge their own path, and they make the music they want to.
Yeah, they're at the
And-
point now where they can just do
Yep.
whatever, and people are gonna fucking love it because they're
And-
that band.
And it was pretty much this album where they did that, where they were just like, all right, we're not trying to write a bunch of radio hits. We're gonna do this thing in Dave's garage. We want to do it as analog as possible, and just have a kind of a
Get back to
fun,
roots, kinda.
get back to roots. And that's kind of the approach that they've taken for each of their albums. And even though they've been experimenting with different production styles too. They've got Greg Kirstein from The Bird and the Bee producing a few of their albums, and he's more of an indie pop guy, but he brings like a whole different element in.
Right.
And when he puts his production spin on their heavy songs, it's just cool.
I love it.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
Man, first ever episode with guests.
Guess.
I think it went phenomenal.
I think it went fantastic.
So episode 8, Heavy Metal Minivan. Make sure you check out our previous 7, where we do exactly what you just saw over and over again. We love music, always have. Jeremy and I have both talked about there's aspects of our life that have been shaped by music, and music is one of those great things that you hear something and it brings back that moment that you first heard it or the person you were with, and very few things in life can offer that nostalgia.
It's
and,
definitely a time-traveling device. this
Absolutely.
music.
Yeah.
All right, well, until next time, we're going to keep on going down the road, and thanks for watching.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-o.